And away we go. Hello. I've had Tetris shelving on my Pinterest board for so long, but I wanted to make it from all reclaimed materials, secondhand items as you may be familiar with on my channel, and I want it to be pull apart. As in, each piece is its own. They are not put together in any way, so both aesthetic and for being renter friendly, as this will make it easier to pack them up and move. I picked the pieces I wanted to make on the bottom because I wanted to build up. There was a ton of math involved with this, some reworks, and a lot of thoughts. Blood, sweat, and tears as well. This was definitely a labor of love, if you will. It was originally my plan to have 9 individual pieces for every color of the rainbow, as well as black, white, and gray, as this would eventually be where I keep my extra fabric for my sewing projects, which I did end up going through with, but ended up somehow connecting more than I realized I would. Blessing and a curse, I guess. Anyways, I digress, and let's get on with it. When I tell you this project was death by 1,000 cuts, I truly mean it. When I was finally done, I did feel like death, at least cutting wise, and there were approximately 1,000 cuts made, so it's very fitting. Every piece to be 11.5 inches in width from front to back, and most pieces, though I end up learning down the line it would not be possible, they would be some form of 13.5 inches, meaning either 13.5 or 27 or a multiple, doubled, tripled, etc. Each piece of wood was either cut down with a skill saw if the grain was going in a little bit of a difficult direction, or if the piece was too small of a piece to be comfortable cutting it with a table saw. And that would lead me to my next point, is that the other pieces were cut with the table saw. We even went as far as to use small or thin pieces of plywood to screw into other pieces to give a straight line guide. That's not going to make the cut, literally! Which is a way you can safely cut a piece of wood by yourself without any help. Be sure just to account for the guide in the skill saw area. I was being aware how much sawdust was coming off, as I would be using some of it later on. box number 1 and done. But our first box. This is gonna take some planning. Okay, so that's a 13.5. This one and this one, I guess. We got this, probably. Okay, got it a little bit less, but still got it. Okay. Maybe if I go on an angle. Some of them had weird angles to put them together, so I had to carefully plan out how to get them together, be as secure as possible. I did also use a right angle clamp on the majority of them, as the name would suggest to keep the angle square. That's aggressive. Once the boxes were fully together though, I used more wood glue and mixed that with the sawdust that I had kept. Ah! And this filled in the plywood, where it had put the screws where the edges met and weren't perfect, which could have been avoided a bit better had these been cut at a 45-degree angle, which I had thought about, but was not about to add that math into the current equation. Also into the corners. I'm like the creature from the Glue Lagoon. So I'm not only just filling in where the screws are, I'm also filling in any gaps at all. So this plywood is all reclaimed plywood, meaning practically salvaged. And so some of it is a little bit rough. And I'm also fixing up this area because it needs to be kept together. And finally into the deepest knots. I didn't include the footage for all the boxes as it's, and I wish I was kidding, over 20 hours long. So you'll just have to trust that I did them all. Ow! Okay, don't ask me questions right now, I'm just in pain.
Anything I can do?
That's another question.
You bleeding?
No. Which makes it worse. Finally coming in with the sanding, as I mentioned. A power sander because you can bet I was not about to hand sand this much and this many pieces.
You did it!
As you can see, these have not been painted, but they will be. As the title suggests, you can consider this to be part 1. See you next time, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Bye, guys. Hi, girlfriend. I know, it's all very exciting, isn't it? You're gonna have to go, okay? I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go.